Hello world of YouTube and welcome to 2022. Feels good to be here. And today I'm going to be telling you guys my overall plans for the channel throughout all of 2022. Like I said in the list week, got a lot planned and I'm excited to bring it to you. First and foremost, I want to talk about my overall scheduling plans for the year, because one of my bigger goals I want to make for myself is I want to be more strict with my regimen. You know, I feel like how I was tackling how many vids I put up and what they were seemed freer, but was all the more restricting because of how rigorous I was trying to be to maintain what I've got going on. And there's still going to be some rigidness to it, but I'm just not going to try to put myself in a hole as consistently as I felt like I did by the end of last year. And I mean that in regards to, I've never fully disclosed how many vids I try to put up a week. It's typically, it ranged from 4 to 6, but that looseness felt a bit overwhelming to me by the end of the year. And so my goal for this year is to keep it 4 vids a week. 2 gameplay videos, 2 non-gameplay videos. I may still drop a video game related video amidst that, but I'm only going to have the 2 playthroughs with 2 regular videos dropped somewhere else in the week. While those other 2 days may not be the same day, the same type of content will come out on a particular day. You know, I'm still going to have Tuesdays be non-gaming related stuff, like today, the State of the Channel update is dropping today, and I have a music related video dropping on Thursday, but Wednesdays are always going to have micro content, Thursdays are always going to have a music related video drop if that's what I'm dropping that week, and or on Saturdays I'll have a Patreon show put up there, whether it be a Rachel's Game Corner, a reformatted discography review, what have you, any other future plans I have with the Patreon, what have you. But that's the goal. 4 vids a week, 2 gameplays, 2 non-gameplays. I felt like that would be the best way to tackle things. It'll give me time to breathe when it comes to planning out videos. I don't have to necessarily drop as much in a month's time, and I'll get to have videos that kind of, I feel like, stick around a little longer in people's minds because I'll have dropped it without a tremendous amount in between that, you know what I mean? At least that made sense to me. That's kind of my big disciplinary goal when it comes to the year, as far as how I'm going to tackle scheduling on the channel. As far as what you're going to see, well, I've got a couple of tangential goals started from last year, becoming something else this year. I've also got other bigger ideas lingering in the back that'll be going out across the year's time. And I also want to focus on theming in other sort of realms that I do in a loose sense, but again, have a stricter regimen about it. One of the things I plan on doing with Redacted this year, I'm going to be doing another thematic arc, or another set of companion Redacteds around the same subject. You know, last year I did the pop ones. This year we're going to get a little more niche, and I'm going to do debuts. The first of them is coming out on Thursday, but it'll be a handful of Redacteds that are the debuts of a band or an artist pulled together into a better first step forward for an artist, you know what I mean? And I hope you're excited to see them. I've got some cool ones on the horizon, some of which have been in the background since the start of the show, so it'll be nice to sort of let those come to light. I've also got a really good anniversary special dropping this year that I think you guys will love to see. One of the things I also want to do more of this year outside of theming my Redacteds is doing a focused theme month, because every October I always have fun doing the October themed stuff, like the Halloween specials. I think that's always a lot of fun to do, and I figured I'd test. I was gonna do it last year with like a Zelda theme a la PBG, but I figured I would do something else music related this year and it'll actually be happening next month in February. I'm going to be doing a handful of videos throughout that month themed around the Wu-Tang Clan, because I love the Wu-Tang Clan. They're one of my favorite, if not my favorite, hip-hop group, and I've got some ideas on how to make a bunch of different types of videos around the subject of the Wu-Tang Clan, which I'll get into in the update for next month if you follow the Patreon. And then the other thing I want to do in tandem with another themed month and like theming my redacteds is I want to do similarly to what I did the year Neil Peart passed away. I want to do a handful of videos throughout the year around a subject, and I figured I would, given we're fresh off the heels of No Way Home, and we have the next Spider-Verse movie dropping later this year, along with a new Insomnia game on the horizon. Spider-Man Mania is kind of a thing right now, so I figured I would do a bunch of things throughout the year under the moniker of the Year of the Spider. Because I had a lot of fun making the How I'd Fix at the end of last year on Spider-Man 3. I'm just riding this Spider-Man wave personally, and so I want to make a lot of stuff about Spider-Man. I want to have an optimistic twist on the throughout the year tributes. You know, I've got a couple Let's Plays lined up with Spider-Man. I'm going to be streaming some Spider-Man games on Twitch. I'm going to be bringing back Ark in a big way this year. You know, like last year I focused on Expectations, Reality, and How I'd Fix. I want to do a handful of episodes of Ark, some of them involving Spider-Man, some of them involving other things. And I'm excited to bring those to you guys. The first playthrough, the first piece of the Year of the Spider is actually coming out this Friday. It's going to be a playthrough, and I'm excited to bring it to you because I think it'll be a lot of fun. And those are kind of the broader, big ideas I have for the channel this year. One of the other things I want to focus on is streaming, but last year my big focus was marathons. I was all about doing long stretches of me playing games, and I still want to do that, but I'm going to be scaling back how many I do in this year's time, because I also want to focus on some experimentation on Twitch. You know, I want to do a longer, beefier stream, but have it consist of segments of either games on my rotation or types of games. You know, like have basically form a new rotation around like a beefy chunk of time. You know, clear out a bucket list game that I'm doing while also then transitioning into an RPG that I'm playing. You know, stuff like that. I want to do like a beefy stream like that, and have video premieres, even maybe some other types of shows pop up in there, like do an episode of Roguelite Run during this chunk of time and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I also want to do a Twitch goal I've set aside for myself this year in tandem with doing the 4 videos a week on here, is once a month I want to take a game from my collection and I want to beat it in a day's time. Whether in one sitting, like I did with some of the games during my marathon, or broken up in a couple of streams in a day, like what I did with Lord of the Rings Return of the King. But I want to pick a game, and I want to stream it until I beat it in a day's time. I've been scaling out games that I want to do for that. Some of them for like anniversaries of stuff. Some of them just because they've been sitting in my backlog for long enough and I want to just knock it out in a day. You know, stuff like that. I want to do that, and I haven't figured out when the first one is going to happen this month yet. But I'll be announcing that here in a couple of days across my socials, and I'll probably make a community post on here about it. I'm really excited to get back into the swing of making stuff for you guys. I had a nice little break over the winter, even if it went on for longer than I intended, but I do have a lot in mind that I want to bring to you guys this year, and I hope that you're excited to join me on this journey. You know, I've been doing this for 13 years, and I've still got a lot of gas left in the tank, and I'm excited to bring you guys along for the ride, and I hope that you're excited to join me on it. As always, I suggest you guys check out the Patreon. The update is going live today. I was trying to put it live over the weekend, but it'll be going live today. If you want to know more the nitty-gritty of what I plan to tackle this month, you know, what types of videos I plan on doing, all that sort of stuff, it's linked in the description. If you liked this update, if you're excited for 2022 on this channel, give it a like. If you want to see more of my music, gaming, and general notary content, and you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Special thanks to my patrons. If you want to join the ranks again, to get all exclusive stuff, you get polls, all that fun stuff. It's linked in the description. I'll probably drop a poll closer to its finish, what should replace Star Wars Episode 1 in the Modified Monday slot. But I'm going to go. Thank you again so very much for watching. I've been Viral Rack. You guys are good days, lives, and situations, and I'll see you another day.